Good morning, Michael Walsh with Roger Norwal here. Welcome to Norwal Farm. It's weaning day. We're gonna wean the lambs off the ewes. They were born the 1st of June, so they're 8 weeks old. So get them weaned. We got to shift some groups around. We're gonna weigh the market lambs today too, see how they're doing. So got a lot to do today. The weather's cooled off just a little bit. We did get some rain this week. We got 1.2 inches, which was very much needed. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, ring the notification bell, and hit the like button. That helps our channel. And if you would, please leave us a comment and share this video with a friend. Thanks again for joining us today, and let's get started. It's the fat lambs we're going to be weighing, but the first thing we have to do today before we wean, the goats have access to this paddock here, and they can also go back the lane into the north woods, and I think they're up there grazing now. So I gotta shut this gate down here to keep them out of here, because we have to use this paddock to part of the stock rotation. Lambs and ewes are out there on pasture. That's part of our hay field, but we had to start grazing that because of the really dry weather, and they're doing pretty well. The lambs have had access to the run-in creep feeder, and they've been eating grain really well, so they're ready to wean. Ewes have kind of milked down. They've lost some body condition, but they're still good enough. So we're coming down here to the lane gate. I'll just shut it. And Garrett, the dog that's with these, does not use a feeder, so we just feed him once a day. But he eats about 4 cups a day. Put that on the ground for him, and he gets it. If the goats come up, he protects it if he's hungry. If he's not, he lets them eat it. But they're back. They're probably up in the north woods right now. There's a lot of browse up there, and I hope to get them moved in another week. I was sick last week, so I couldn't get to it, but hopefully next week we can get that done. And there's Lily, our latest guardian dog. We raised her as a puppy, and she went to another home, but it wasn't working out there. She wasn't raised with chickens, and they got chickens, and she started killing them. So anyway, she came back, and she's just working out really well. She's really happy, likes the other dogs, loves the sheep. So she's back in her element. And we were down one guardian dog. We needed one more because we sold Dylan, so we're glad to have her back. And that's Charm, that's her full sister. And that's Callum. Both of these females are intact, and we hope to raise a litter of puppies from one of them. Not sure when they're due back in season, but we'll just play that by ear. Lambs are looking good. Like I said, they're 8 weeks old, and I weighed them probably about 3-4 weeks ago, and they were weighing right around 40 to 50 pounds. So they've primarily just been on pasture with a little bit of creep. Pasture has been sparse this year due to the drought, but they're doing pretty well. So we're gonna get those weaned today. Took the weather out of this pen, so I've just got the 2 rams in here. They're not the best of friends, but they're tolerating each other, which is fine. Put the weather back in with the fat lambs because he's almost ready for market, so I wanted him over there. With this feeder, I can put the grain in here, and each ram can eat from its own side. So the ram lamb, the one that's on this side, he gets his fair share. So we're going to be breeding the ewes in about 5 weeks. So got them in here, and they're getting some grain. They're in good condition. I just don't want them to lose any condition. But really pleased with how this ram lamb has continued to grow in his conformation. Really excited to see what kind of lambs we get from him. This is the weather that was out with the rams. He's kind of tame. He's used to coming up and getting grain, so he's hanging out. But he was accepted readily, and he ate grain with them. This is the pen where we're going to wean the lambs. Just put the mineral feeder up for them. Have them on hay. I'm going to pull that portable creep station in here because they're used to eating from that. And this will work well for weaning because it's got solid panel all the way around. Ideally, I would like to take the ewes north to a field away from where they can't hear the lambs, but I've got the goats up there right now, and this will work fine. Be a little noisy for a day or so, but they'll adjust and they'll get through it okay. They're all back in from their morning graze, so they're up where I need them. This is the portable creep feeder, and I'm just gonna hook on with the tractor and pull it into the lot before I shift the sheep around. So we'll get that done and then we'll start shifting some sheep. Feeder's in position, and we're gonna weigh the fat lambs now. All animals leaving the farm have to have what's known as a scrapies tag. Scrapie is a disease of sheep and goats, similar to mad cow disease. There's a federal program that they track it. They're trying to eradicate it. So not all these have scrapies tags, so anything that goes into the fattening pen that we're not going to save, well, it doesn't matter if we save them for replacements. But anyway, once they're in the fattening pen, I go ahead and put a scrapies tag in them. That way they're in there when they go to market, and I don't have to worry about missing one. So we'll record that scrapies number in their permanent record, because sometimes when you take them to the auction, you have to turn in the scrapies numbers, and that way I've got it in the record. So we're going to run these through, get them weighed, because we got 2 going to market Monday, and then 2 weeks we got two more. So I want to find out which ones are the heaviest. So we'll get that done. But the fat lambs out there, got them all weighed, except for one. She snuck back in or snuck out, and she's kind of a middle weight anyway, so I wasn't going to run them all back through just for her, and she already had a scrapies tag. So everybody's got scrapies tags, got them all weighed. So I just turned them out here for now, temporarily. Then we'll bring the ewes and lambs in this paddock, bring them around, and then sort everything out. The ewes that I'm weaning get a vaccination for Corynebacterium pseudotuberculosis, which is caseous lymphadenitis. Get a booster vaccine. That's the one that first time I used it, I vaccinated them right after they had lambed, and it really knocked them off their milk and their feed. So I figure now's a good time. If it suppresses the milk production, that's even better, because we're weaning the lambs. So they'll get a vaccination, sort the lambs off, and then I'm going to weigh all the lambs once they're sorted off. Follow the leader. All the ewes and lambs are in here. They really fill up this pen now. Those lambs are probably twice the size they were last time they were in here. So the plan is to run them through the chute and process the ewes. Some get vaccinations, some don't. I'm also going to mark the ewes for their upcoming breeding groups with a little spray mark on their back, the ones that will be getting bred. And then as they come through, I'll just open this little sorting gate and bring the lambs in here. Once we've got all the lambs sorted off, the ewes go back out. Then we'll take the lambs through and weigh them individually. Weigh the lambs here. Okay. It's one of my smaller ones. Let's see. Scan the ear tag. And it shows up as 411217 and weighs 53 pounds. So I write that down in the book. Okay, let's go. Okay, one of you go. Come on. Get up there. Two, 1, 58 pounds. £72. Nice lamb. Load up the race again. Come on, baby. Go. Go. Come on. Get in there. There we go. All right. Got the last group in. One of these lambs, one of these two is coughing. I'm just going to treat them both. They'll touch the pneumonia. And there was another couple lambs that were too. So they were twins. I just treated both twins. And so we'll give them an antibiotic injection. Everybody's weaned. Got their hay up there. They're nibbling on that a little bit. Their grain's in there. I'm going to put a little grain in that trough up there for them too. Even though there's some culling, you can see a couple lambs in there eating grain and lambs up there eating on the hay. So they should do fine. They just have to get used to being without their mom. I am going to take that grain feeder out of that portable cage there and then just hang it on the wall up in there so they can just eat from it directly. There'll be a lot of calling the next couple of days, especially since the ewes are right next to them, but they'll settle down. They've been eating well, so shouldn't take them too long. I'm going to bring the fat lambs back up, put them back in their pen. Got 2 bales of fresh hay for them. This might be a rodeo, I don't know. These guys are not used to driving really well. They're just used to going from pen to pen with an open gate, so could be interesting. Shh, let's go. Shh. Get up. Yeah. Shh, 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 shh. Get them going the right direction. Shh. Ha. Shh, 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 shh. Shh. That's where I need to have Freya trained. Ha. Shh. Let's go. Shh, 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 shh. Yeah. Oh, shh. Shh. Keep going. Turn in the gate. There we go. Shh. Ha. There. That wasn't too bad. The step is to let the goats back in. They were locked in the lanes, so they're probably ready to come back in for water. There we go. Come on, guys. There they go. So the weaning is done, or started. They are weaned. We'll have a sheep serenade for at least a day or two until they get used to being without their mom. Really pleased with the weights on these. Fairly uniform group. And the fat lambs as well, they're doing well. They've got a little space between those, but there's an age difference in that group. This group that we just weaned are all within 6 days of age of each other. So pleased to see them eating that hay up there. Digging right in. So they'll do fine. They just got to get used to being without mom. They're in there eating grain, and like I said, I'm going to pull that feeder out and hang it up there in the open. Be easier to put the grain in. So that'll do it for today. Thank you for joining us at Norwal Farm, and we will see you next time.